sexually victimized.
So I've heard people say, what's so traumatic about this? Not only is the child robbed of his youth and his innocence, but when he or she tells the person that's in charge of protecting that youth and innocence, they go unheard, they're not believed.
That was one of the reasons that me and my mother had a, disagreement. That's one of the reasons. Like, we told you what happened to us.
So it was multiple, it wasn't just you?
Nah, it was, I'm gonna say me. It's
okay.
Me.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the beating for the brand.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? This is All Urban Central, and today we're covering one of the most emotional and heavy moments we've seen in hip-hop interviews in a long time. Kevin Gates have always been known for being brutally honest, whether it's about spirituality, trauma, prison, or personal growth. But this time, he went even deeper. While sitting down with the legendary Shannon on Club Shay, Kevin Gates opened up about being sexually assaulted as a child.
Say, for a long time, I exhibited a lot of violence out of fear. People salute me for a lot of stuff, but that was out of fear. That wasn't out of just me being no monster, no tough guy. That was fear.
Were you a teenager at the time?
Yes, sir.
Were you threatened?
When?
Did he, if you tell anybody that this has happened, or if you tell anybody that this happened, something might happen to you or someone?
He did.
He did?
Yeah, he out of here.
I guess I'll leave that alone.
I mean, that's the truth. I mean, I don't know how he, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you don't know how?
He out of here.
Like I said, we'll move that along.
Yeah, he'll never do that to anybody again.
During the conversation, Shannon Sharp referenced Gates' 2021 appearance on Hot Boxing with Mike Tyson, where Gates first alluded to childhood sexual abuse. When asked directly if he had been threatened about speaking up, Gates responded calmly but chillingly, saying, "He dead. Yeah, he out of here." That short sentence immediately shifted the tone of the interview. Shannon Sharp paused, visibly uncomfortable, and said, "I guess I'll leave that alone." But the moment didn't end there. When Sharp carefully asked about the abuser's fate, Gate repeated, "He out of here. Laden, he'll never do that to anybody again." The statement wasn't framed as a confession, but it was powerful enough to spark intense discussion online. Gates didn't frame his story as revenge, he framed it as ending a cycle. He explained that for generations before him, sexual abuse had gone unspoken in his family. According to Gates, the silence created harm that carried forward. And by confronting his trauma, he believes he broke generational curses. He said the experience allowed him to create open communication with his children, telling them clearly that no one should ever touch them, not even him, and that they can come to him about anything. That part of the interview shifted the narrative from shock to healing.
That's the two things. But then, I might be I don't want to say too much, but I really broke generational curses with that situation because people that came before me, they was raped. And it created the space for me to have with my children to where my children know don't nobody never touch you, that not even me. I had these open conversations with my children. They are equipped. I created a space for them to be able to tell their dad anything.
Open and honest with you about any situation.
Anything.
Kev, you know what? Let me ask you this. How did you summon up the courage? Because I can assure you, you're not the first young boy that's ever had this happen, but a lot of young boys will suppress it.
I created the space for men to be able to heal.
And one of the most powerful moments came from when Gates described how men now approach him in public, hugging him, crying, and even thanking him for being vulnerable. He says sharing his story helped other men realize they weren't weak. They were vulnerable children who survived. In a culture where men, especially black men, are taught to suppress emotion, this moment hit different. Gates explained it as protecting the inner child and not performing toughness. This wasn't clickbait, this wasn't a viral stunt. This was a reminder that trauma exists behind fame, success, and masculinity, and that healing doesn't always look pretty. Kevin Gates didn't just speak for himself. He spoke for the survivors who never had a microphone. And whether people agree or disagree with how he framed parts of his story, one thing is clear. This conversation forced hip-hop to confront something it often avoids.
I'm just from, you underwent trauma. And even going out there and applying pressure, it don't never go away. But I think my snapping point was, damn, I hate to say who it was, but he pulled me to the side. He a monster too. He pulled me to the side. He was like, hey, are we gay? I said, I don't know. I don't know. And I remember that was the last time I kind of had a little bit of before it went black.
You don't remember anything after that?
No, I remember. I'm talking about before my humanity kind of got turned off toward predators. I don't respect those that pick on the weak. I just don't. I don't like bullies.
Is that why you stay to yourself now? That's why you don't look, I don't bother nobody. I don't want nobody bothering me because I don't want that person to ever show back up again.
Not really. That come from, I'm so loyal and I'm such a beautiful person that I give my all. I give my all. Every time.
How important is it for mothers, fathers, people that's in authoritative positions to listen to their child when they tell them something of this magnitude has happened?
It ain't about listening. You gotta listen. But then you gotta do something behind it. You gotta do something about it. That child not gonna know that they protected if don't nothing get dead. If don't nothing get dead, you just talking good as a bitch. What I utter with my mouth, my actions must prove. My children know. They done saw their daddy get out their character before. Everybody in this room has. Unfortunately, I hated that they had to see that. But as men, when you're a man, you do what you must.
If you or someone has experienced abuse, you're not alone and help exists. Drop your thought respectfully in the comments and subscribe to All Herb Essential for real conversations that matter. And as always, stay informed, stay safe, and stay human.
This is what I do.
What'd you do?
Best advice.
What's the best advice? Okay, ready?
I mind the business that pays me.